Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here on Saturday afternoon, an absolutely gorgeous one it is, too. A little cool outside, but the sun looks nice. I'm joined tonight by the one and only, always electric, sometimes maybe a little bit unethical, Chris Wilson. He's here with me this evening as well, doing the state quarterfinal game we have between your Central Warriors and the visiting Martinsville Bulldogs. Game time kicked off here at 2 o'clock. We got about 5 minutes before we get started this evening. You're listening once again to the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast here of the Warrior Nation blog. Special shout out to our game sponsor, Mr. Ben Harding. Ben Harding is our band director at Central High School. Oftentimes you just hear his majestic baritone voice as well, booming out the national anthem for us. He does that quite often. Does an excellent job with the band program as well. So we really want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to our game sponsor, Mr. Ben Harding. Thank you so much for allowing us to be able to come and bring you the quarterfinal action from the state tournament here, the region, excuse me, not the region, I guess it would be the state quarterfinal, 2A girls basketball tournament between, once again, Central Warriors and the Martinsville Bulldogs. Chris has got a little of a pregame for us he has here. These two teams matched up, I think, in a state championship last year. Is that correct, Chris?
That is correct. This is a rematch of last year's state championship game. A game where the Warriors left victorious 45-29, giving Coach Dotson and the Central Lady Warriors their third state championship in the last 4 years, giving Coach Dotson his fourth state championship in all. So pretty exciting matchup here to see a state finals matchup here at the Convocation Center on the campus of UVA-Wise here in the first round between the Central Lady Warriors and the Martinsville Bulldogs.
Let's take a second and talk about the Mountain 7 district, Chris. We've got, of course, the ladies going tonight in the quarterfinals. Abington won their quarterfinal game the other night, so they advanced to the state semifinals. Congratulations to them. Also, Gate City. I don't know if you call it an upset or not, Chris, but a pretty good undefeated Radford team that was a 1A champion last year. Gate City went up and played them last night and beat them in the quarterfinal games. So those boys are moving on to the state semifinals as well. So basketball, the talent level is high in the Mountain 7 district as we're looking for the third team here to be able to progress on to the state semifinals at the York Central Warriors tonight.
Yeah, we commented on that earlier back during the might have been the conference tournament, especially when it comes to the girls' action. State championships seem to run through Southwest Virginia, and that was I believe that was the night where the Lady Warriors played the Wolfpack from Ridgeview. Here we've got the Lady Warriors fighting for a spot to get to the Final Four. Abington punched their ticket last night in the AAA Virginia High School League State Championship. Shows how deep the Mount 7 conference is when Abington, who finished third in the conference, is now in the Final Four in the AAA division. And again, Gate City overcoming that loss to Graham in the Region D championship game just last week, going all the way up for Radford and knocking off the 27-0, I believe it was, team from Radford. Beat them rather handily, in fact. I think the game was a 19-point victory for the Blue Devils from Gate City. They'll be watching tonight to see who their future upcoming opponent will be as Graham plays here later on this evening. So, again, yeah, basketball here in Southwest Virginia is definitely on the up, and that's not mentioning the fact that East Side's boys and girls both play later on this evening as well in the 1A classification.
That's correct. Again, guys, you're listening to the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast. If you want to become a sponsor, as Chris is going to run down those sponsors here for you in just a second, if you want to become a sponsor of what we got going on here, all you have to do is email Sturgill Sports Media at evansturgillphotography.com. Once again, that is Sturgill Sports Media at evansturgillphotography.com. Just shoot them an email there. They'll get you on the sponsor list. You can get a part of a good thing we've got going here, from the blog, from the Facebook stuff, from the website, everything that's happening. You can be a part of that. Chris, right now, the rest of the sponsors for us, please.
We'd like to thank tonight ITS, Shade Tree Landscaping, Dale's Heating and Air, Evan Sturgill Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd's Hair Studio, Genesis Salon, Courtney Van Huss, LuLaRoe Consultant, Innovative Graphics, Morgan McClure Chevrolet Buick and Cadillac, Pound IGA, England Consultant Group, Home Changes, Powell Valley National Bank, Morgan McClure Ford, Rainbow Gymnastics, and Chelsea Industrial Supply. And again, your game sponsor tonight is Mr. Ben Harding, the band director at Central High School.
We've got about 30 seconds here before you're going to hear Chris Davis's voice come across the loudspeaker and introduce the starting five for both teams from Central High School and from Martinsville High School. So we're going to go quiet here for just a second. It's about 20 seconds or so. I think you'll hear Chris Davis and giving you the starting five. Once again, quarterfinal action here, the state tournament girls 2A state championship. Your Central Lady Warriors are taking on the Lady Bulldogs of Martinsville.
Basketball fans, and welcome to the Prior Convocation Center here on the campus of the University of Virginia's College of Mines for the Virginia High School League state quarterfinals. Our matchup this afternoon hits the Martinsville Lady Bulldogs versus the Central Lady Warriors. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we do ask that you please rise, kindly remove your caps as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem.
And you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, and bright stars through the perilous night, o'er the ramparts we were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the starting lineups for this afternoon's contest, expected player for each team with a sportsmanship announcement. For the Martinsville Lady Bulldogs,
adults, parents, and students, education-based athletics teaches students, athletes, what makes interscholastic athletics different. All those in attendance today, please show your support. It needed, but only if it is done with the highest level of pride. Success in high school athletics is based on positive sporting behavior and respect. Show your support for us, but recognize the effort of our opponents and the officials on maintaining composure, being positive, and respecting this game.
thank you, ladies, and good luck in today's contest. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Lady Bulldogs of Martinsville, starting at guard is a 5'7" junior, number 1, Latoya Crowley. Starting at center is a 6-foot senior, number 11, Ariana Philpott. Starting at guard is a 5'5" junior, number 12, Taylor Brown. Starting at forward is a 5'9" junior, number 23, Destiny Jones. And starting at forward is a 5'9" sophomore, number 44, Janadia Taylor. Assistant coaches for the Lady Bulldogs, Mr. Kelvin Jackson, Ms. Trista Holland, and Ms. Tony Jeter, and Mr. Reggie Womack. Your head coach is Mr. Charlie Holland. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Lady Bulldogs of Martinsville. Now, Lady Warrior fans, make some noise for your starting five. Starting at guard is a 5'9" senior, number 10, Gracie Mullins. Also starting at guard is a 5'2" junior, number 12, Brooke Porter. Also starting at guard is a 5'7" junior, number 23, Olivia Mullins. Starting at forward is a 5'9" sophomore, number 30, Hannah Porter. And starting at forward is a 6'1" junior, number 42, Dee Shabetnik. Mr. Josh Slade, Ms. Taylor Sandage, and Ms. Alice Stella, your assistant coaches. The head coach for the Warriors, Mr. Robin Dodson. Warrior fans, make some noise for your starting five.
All right, we're getting ready to get started off here. Just a few seconds left to go as both teams head back to the bench. Last minute instructions. One thing I've noticed, Chris, about the gymnasium here at the Pryor Center, a lot of times these Southwest Virginia teams are bitter rivals, but when you get to a stage like this, you have somebody like Martinsville coming in. I noticed everybody in the gym either got green on for East Side, they got red on for Graham. They're all up cheering for the Lady Warriors, now looking for some hometown people to get another win.
I would agree. I was noticing during warm-ups two things. One was Central play outnumbers Martinsville probably about 3 or 4 to 1 just in home fans, not counting the fans from Southwest Virginia. Another thing I noticed is this Martinsville girls squad has some pretty good height on it. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Lady Warriors can combat the size of this Martinsville team.
Speaking of the size there, number 11, Philpott pulls the jump ball down for the Martinsville Bulldogs, and they're off quickly here. It's number 12. That will be Taylor Brown. Hits a 3 from the left wing, scores 3-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. They come out here to full court 2-2-1 press.
Yeah, full court press, quick 3. Let's see what the Lady Warriors can do against this press.
Gracie Mullins quickly down the other way. She drives into the lane, breaks the press, finds piece of Bendick underneath, up and in for 2. 3-2 is now your score. 7:30 to go as the Warriors come out and the press of their own.
Yeah, a little 2-2-1 press right off the bat. Good tip pass right there by Hannah Carter. Martinsville retains possession.
Number 11 here, that would be Philpott. She has the ball dribbling down to the right side. Tries to throw the ball underneath number 44, who is Taylor. And ball is turned over and headed back the other way for the Warriors very quick as Hannah Carter gets the ball. She tries to find Savetnik underneath. Her first attempt is blocked. Ball's on the ground.
Savetnik kicks it over to Gracie Mullins here on the wing. Back to Gracie. Up to the top of the key to Olivia Mullins for a quick 3. It's good. Central Warriors take the lead 5-3. Good start for the Warriors.
Warriors back in the 2-2-1 full court press here is number 12, Taylor Brown. Takes her time here from Martinsville over to the left side to Gravely. He comes back across the court to number 23. That's Destiny Jones back to the middle of number 12. Taylor Brown drives into the lane. Ball down number 44. Taylor is turned over by the Lady Warriors. And we're headed back down the other way. Ball quickly up the court to Brooke Porter. Nice head fake by Brooke. And she's up and in for 2. Scores down 7-3. 6:30 left to go.
Early on in the game, I've noticed Martinsville seems to have the size, but the Lady Warriors seem to be a little bit quicker, which is probably why the Warriors looking to press, maybe speed the game up a little bit. Number
23 has the ball at the right corner. She's going to take a 3. Shots up, no good for her. Rebound comes down to number 1, Gravely. It's up and in. Scores now 7-5. 6:12 to go.
Got a lot of contest right there by the Lady Warriors. Easy offensive rebound by the Lady Bulldogs and an easy 2.
Long cross-court pass down here to Gracie Mullins, and who finds Dee Savetnik underneath. She's going to be fouled. Shots up and in, give her both of them, and she's going to go to the line and shoot the extra foul shot.
Lady Warriors beating the press rather easily so far. Martinsville's got 4 girls up in the front court. Lady Warriors kicking it up to the wing, up right there to Gracie Mullins. Gracie attacked the 1 defender. Good bounce pass to D. Savetnik, who hits the easy 2 and draws the foul.
6:03 left to go as the foul shot's getting ready to come from Savetnik. Score is 9-5. Shot is up from Savetnik. It runs around the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by number 11, Ariana Philpott, who hits it over to the left-hand side to Taylor Brown. And we're headed down the other way. We got a timeout called by Martinsville.
Yeah, I believe the coach from Martinsville didn't like what he saw out of his press. He seemed to be pretty disappointed that last possession at how easy the Warriors beat the press. Looks like he's talking over what they need to do to adjust on that, maybe make some adjustments on both sides.
So 5:56 here to go in the first quarter of the state quarterfinal game between the Central Warriors and the Martinsville Bulldogs. The Central is currently up 9-5, and it's been a quick start here, Chris.
Yeah, I talked to some people last week or 2 weeks ago, and they were talking about how the Lady Warriors typically like to slow the ball down a little bit, look to keep it low scoring. And you look at the state finals game last year, Lady Warriors scored 46. The final score was 46-29. And here we are, less than 2 minutes in. The Lady Warriors have already put up 9 points off the really quick start.
As the Martinsville Bulldogs have set the inbounds, the basketball comes into the top of the key. Number 23, Destiny Jones, is being guarded by Gracie Mullins. Gracie Mullins gets her hands in on the dribble, turns it over. Back the other way comes Brooke Porter, all the way to the basket. Now she tries to pass the ball back to the left corner to Gracie Mullins. Ball's going to be going out of bounds off of Brooke. It'll be Martinsville basketball.
Yeah, got a little out of control right there. The ball got tipped by Martinsville. Brooke Porter tried to get control back and kick it out. Just was unsuccessful to get the ball out to Gracie Mullins on the wing.
As number 1, Latoya Gravely comes down for the Martinsville Bulldogs. Ball is into the middle to number 11, who is Philpott. It's turned over, pulled up by D. Savetnik, and quickly the other way comes the Warriors as Olivia Mullins crosses the timeline, finds D. Savetnik at the top of the key, and thinks about a 3 for a second, and decides not, then goes to Brooke Porter over the right wing, down to the right corner to Hannah Carter, who dribbles down to the baseline, shoots a jump shot from about 10 feet. The shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Martinsville, headed back the other way.
Again, Carter's a pretty tall girl, but Philpott looks like she outsized her by a good 3 or 4 inches right there on the post. Carter went in for the shot. Philpott was there waiting, got a piece of it, and Martinsville comes the other way and draws the foul.
As number 1 drives to the basket on the left-hand side there towards the baseline, that's Latoya Gravely. She's fouled by Brooke Porter, and she's going to go to the line and shoot 2. First shot coming from Gravely. She's got the ball from the official. Shot is up and good. Score is now 9-6 in favor of the Warriors.
Now, one thing that kind of goes unnoticed a lot of times, and some people don't realize, especially for the Lady Warriors girls, when we play at home games, the court is significantly smaller than it is here at the University of Virginia College at Wise Convocation Center. So the bigger court, if you've got some speed and you can outrun the other team, the court size may play the Lady Warriors' advantage here today too.
Got a second shot from the Bulldogs, didn't hit anything, but it looks like we've got a lane violation call against the Warriors.
Yeah, Gravely shot an air ball in the last free throw, but we have a lane violation, so she'll get another shot at making the second attempt.
Kind of paused there at the top, Chris, and everybody moved in. I don't really know who would have decided, the official, how he could have called on which one it was. I guess he just picked one because all of them stepped in too early, it looked like.
Yeah, sometimes those girls, or even though those players, you have that little pause. Sometimes you got to pay attention or really to draw you off.
Second shot coming now from Gravely, no good. Rebound pulled down by Liv Mullins, and we're back down the other way. Quickly, she comes across the timeline. She's picked up by number 1, Gravely, over to the left wing here to Gracie Mullins, down to the left corner to Hannah Carter, as D. Savetnik is working to get possession underneath. Hannah Carter drives with the right hand all the way to the basket. Nobody stops. She just goes ahead and takes it up for 2. It's good. Score is now 11-6 in favor of your Warriors.
Good drive right there by Carter. She had about 2 or 3 girls that could have stepped over and stopped her. She put the ball on the floor with that right hand, attacked the basket well, and finished for 2.
Quickly the other way comes Martinsville. They break the press as number 12, Taylor Brown, has a nice drive into the lane and shoots the layup. It was good. 11-8. Now your score, 4:30 to go.
Martinsville backs out of the press. Looks like they're going back into a 2-3 zone now on defense.
As Brooke Porter has the ball at the top of the key, she's trying to get it into the high post to Olivia Mullins. Ball's turned over, comes back to number 23, Destiny Jones. She dribbles all the way down, and as she goes up for the shot, we got a block called on Brooke Porter.
Yeah, Porter tried to slide over, got there a little late. Didn't quite have position, didn't take the charge in the proper way. Instead, we'll pick up the block. That'll send Jones to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Once again, 4:22 left. Scores 11-8 in favor of the Warriors as number 23, Destiny Jones, gets ready to attempt the first of 2 foul shots. It's up and off the back of the rim, no good.
Coach Dawson not too pleased on the sideline. That's going to be his second personal foul on Brooke Porter. Well, she'll have to come out of the game here with 4:22 remaining in the first quarter. I'm sure Coach Dodson will look to have to go back to her at some point here in the first half and hope she doesn't pick up the third foul.
Does a little bit of everything for the Lady Warriors. Handles the ball, shoots it, rebounds. She does a little bit of everything. She'll be missed here early on in the first quarter. Second shot from Jones was good, and scores now 11-9, 4:15 to go. Balls to the left wing to Gracie Mullins. Warriors take their time attacking a 2-3 zone with Martinsville to the left wing to Brittany Mullins, who dribbles back to the top of the key. She's dribbling around. That 2-3 zone is long and athletic there, Chris.
Yes, it is. Martinsville's got some size, so now this 2-3 zone might be what they need to do to cause a little trouble here on the Lady Warriors.
Olivia Mullins dribbles in, has a pass down to Gracie Mullins on the left corner for a three. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Savetnik, and as she goes up, she's going to be fouled by number 12, Taylor Brown, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Good patience right there for the Lady Warriors, moving the ball around. Good skip pass from the top of the key. Brittany Mullins set a screen on the top lady there that allowed Gracie to get the open shot. She was unable to convert. Dee Savetnik was there to clean up the rebound and draw the foul.
As the first of two foul shots is on its way from Savetnik. Its first one is up and good. Score now 12-9. 3:48 to go. As number 44.
I do not have her on my roster.
Yeah, it's 22, I think. That's one I fixed earlier. Janadia Taylor is back in. Second shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Carter, though. And she has a skip pass over here to the left-hand side to Gracie, just out of reach, though. Right idea, just couldn't convert on the pass. So it'll be a turnover, Martinsville basketball.
Yeah, I'm just amazed. You look at this Martinsville Lady Bulldogs team, and just about every girl has probably more size than the Lady Warriors do, even inside. The Lady Warriors have counted on Dee Savetnik inside, but with Philpott inside, Philpott probably outsized her by a good two inches in size. So this zone, if the Lady Warriors can't solve it, could be what the Lady Bulldogs need to do to cause some trouble on us.
As the Bulldogs run through their offense, they're running a high dribble handoff weave up at the top, up by the volleyball line. Ball comes in to Philpott, number 11 at the foul line. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by number 23, Destiny Jones. Good job by Brittany Mullins there fighting away and causing the rebound to come down to Savetnik because it was no good. And as she tries to get the outlet pass to Liv Mullins, she's going to be fouled. It's 23, Destiny Jones, and to be Warrior basketball.
Yeah, Coach Dawson puts in Callie Mullins for a little bit of size, so Dee Savetnik and Callie Mullins will both be on the blocks here on offense, probably guarding the post on defense, trying to counter some of this Martinsville size.
12-9, 3:10 to go here in the first quarter, and still in favor of your Warriors as Liv Mullins dribbles across the timeline, looking to attack the Martinsville 2-3 zone again. Right wing to Gracie Mullins, back to the top of the key to Brittany Mullins, who takes a back dribble back to the volleyball line and decides to set up again. Left wing now to Gracie Mullins, who then finds Dee Savetnik on the low block, makes a post move, goes back out to Gracie Mullins, who dribbles in, finds Olivia Mullins at the top of the key. Three-point shot up, no good. Dee Savetnik go there, the nice rebound, pulls it down and puts it back up for two. 14-9 is now your score in favor of the Warriors.
Two straight possessions where Dee Savetnik gets the offensive rebound and scores 2 points for the Lady Warriors.
Turnover for the Bulldogs as number 1, Latoya Gravely drives into the lane and turns it over. Quickly come the other way, come the Warriors as Brittany Mullins drives into the foul line. She finds Callie Mullins at the left elbow, who takes a second to find Liv at the top of the key. He goes to Gracie Mullins down in the right corner. Three-point shot up and good for Gracie Mullins. As Coach Dodson tried, nope, he's not going to get the timeout. Nobody saw it. 17-9, 2:10 left to go here in the first quarter.
Good patience by the Lady Warriors, moving the ball around the perimeter. Got the ball inside. The zone defense collapsed. Kicks it out to Gracie, who hits the three.
Number 44, Taylor tries to shoot the shot. Good defense there by Callie Mullins. A rebound pulled down by Philpott, who goes back out to the top of the key to number 23, Jones. Her shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Warriors, and as Liv tries to dribble it out, the ball gets turned over there by Martinsville, and Jones will shoot the layup up and good for her. 17-11, 1:40 to go.
Warriors had an open layup. They could have got the ball down the floor, but Martinsville got a piece of it, forced the steal, scores 2 for themselves.
Gracie Mullins has the ball in the left corner, being guarded by number 1, Latoya Gravely. Cross court skip pass to Brittany Mullins. She drives in, dumps it off to Callie Mullins, who comes back to the left corner to sister Gracie Mullins. Three-point shot all the way around the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Philpott for Martinsville, and they're headed back down the other way.
Good look by Gracie right there. The Martinsville defense was all collapsed in the lane on the post-entry pass. Gracie with another wide-open three. Went halfway down and came out.
As Martinsville has the basketball now on their end of the court, number 23, Jones, has it at the right wing. She finds Taylor at the elbow, who goes cross-court to number 12, Brown, who tries the entry pass back to Jones. It's knocked away by the Warriors as Olivia Mullins comes racing back down the other way. She has the ball over at the right wing and then dribbles back up to the top. Gracie Mullins down in the left corner. Three-point shot up for her. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Savetnik. And she goes up, ball's knocked away from her, be a turnover to the Bulldogs, and number 12, Brown, is racing back the other way, stops and shoots a 17-foot jump shot from the left wing. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Gracie Mullins of the Warriors.
Both teams seem to be moving a little slow here now. After that start, both teams were kind of racing up and down the court. The game has kind of slowed down. Both teams not really getting up and down the floor. Now we're dribbling the ball around here. Looks like the Lady Warriors will look to take the final shot with 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
17-11 is your score as Liv Mullins has the ball at the top of the key. Steal again. Coach Johnson over there hollering about what play he wants them to run through as they take prepared to take the last shot. 10 seconds to go. Gracie Mullins in the left corner again with 6. 3-point shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Callie Mullins. Her attempt is no good. And as the clock runs out, number 1, Latoya Graves' shot would be no good to win anyway. So at the end of the first quarter of play here from the state 2A quarterfinal basketball game at the Pryor Center in Wise, Virginia, your Central Warriors are 17. The visiting Bulldogs from Martinsville are 11.
Good start out there for the Lady Warriors in the first quarter. Came out pretty quick there at the start. Scored 9 points in about the first 2.5, 3 minutes. Game slowed down a little bit. Both teams got out of their press. I think both teams got a little windy, a little tired there. The game sort of slowed down. I liked what I saw out of the Lady Warriors offense once Martinsville went to zone. They moved the ball around the perimeter. When the post pass was open, they kicked it inside. Some of the people without the ball were looking to set some screens, some skip passes into the corner for Gracie Mullins, who got some open looks, knocked down a couple of threes, missed a few, but they were good open looks.
Yeah, if Martinsville continues to give the Warriors that shot there on the 2-3 zone, eventually some more of those are going to fall. There are shooters on this team from Central Warriors who can be pretty deadly, especially streaky once they get going, Chris. So I'm looking forward to see here with Martinsville's adjusting anyway to kind of take away that kind of skip pass with the flare screen that's being set for the Gracie Mullins right now. Of course, you got Brooke Porter who can hit that shot. You got Brittany who can step out and hit that shot. Liv can hit that shot. So there's several there that can. We'll see what kind of adjustment that Martinsville makes here in the second quarter as we're ready to get underway.
Yeah, we'll see what they try to do here. I think Coach Dawson will live with that open three, get some good screens over there in the corners, getting the open shot. I'm sure he'll stick with that. Looks like Martinsville's coming back out right here, and they're going to stay in that 2-3 zone.
Brittany Mullins has the basketball for the Warriors. Top of the key to the left corner to Gracie Mullins. Back to the top of the key to Sarah Dotson, who goes back down to the left. And Brittany Mullins once again to the top to Hannah Carter this time. The Warriors being patient here. They have the post working underneath, trying to find an open area. Back to the top to Gracie Mullins, who dribbles over to the right side and runs through the play, dribbles into the lane, finds Brittany Mullins, who has a 3-point shot from the left wing, gets up and no good. Rebound pulled down by number 12 of Martinsville, who is Taylor Brown. And on the pass up the floor is turned over. Ball pulled away by Sarah Dawson as Brittany Mullins comes racing back down the other way, finds Gracie Mullins to the foul line. He goes to Hannah Carter, and then goes to Sarah Dawson up the top of the key. Shots up and good for Sarah Dawson. Scores 20-11 now. 17 to go, second quarter action.
Yeah, it looks like Martinsville's content letting the Lady Warriors shoot threes. They shot 7 3-pointers in the first quarter. We've opened up the second quarter here. We're just now a minute in. Lady Warriors are taking 2 threes in the quarter. Sarah Dawson makes one of them, gives the Lady Warriors a 9-point lead.
As number 44, Taylor, has the ball at the foul line. She goes out to the left wing to number 12, who is Brown, who cross-court skip pass to number 1, Latoya Gravely, and her shot was just a 2 from the right wing. It's up and good, 20-13 now. The score, 6:40 to play.
Coach Dotson upset. I believe the Lady Bulldogs got away with a walk on the left wing before the pass over for the shot. Looks like she moved both feet. Referees didn't call it. Martinsville scores 2 anyway.
He's got a kick ball there against Martinsville's Gracie Mullins was trying to throw the bounce pass into Sarah Dodson at the foul line. Number 1, Latoya Gravely gets her foot on it there. Be a kick ball will remain Warrior basketball.
You know, I mentioned there in the first quarter how Martinsville looked like they were getting a little tired. Looking at the first half stats, 4 of the 5 girls that they played all 8 minutes in the first quarter. Only Taylor came out. She played 7 of the 8 minutes. So I'm going to assume, I don't know a lot about the Martinsville team, but they may not be very deep, which is why the coach is looking to count on playing those same 5 for most of the game.
As ball left wing here to Gracie Mullins, Martinsville staying in that 2-3 zone. It's been a little more aggressive, it looks like, Chris. They're applying the pressure a little farther out, it seems. Ball to the right wing over to Sarah Dotson. Over back to the left wing to Brittany Mullins, who shoots a 3, shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by number 44, Taylor from Martinsville. And we're back down the other way.
The Lady Warriors have hit 3 threes so far in the game. So Martinsville play figures out that they may not need to live and die by that 3 and maybe get out contested a little bit more. And as soon as they do that, look for the Lady Warriors to go inside to Zavetnik.
Number 44, Janadia Taylor, nice turnaround jump shot from the foul line there. Scores now 20-15 with 5:50 to go in the second quarter.
Good shot right there by Taylor in the middle of the lane. Cuts the Lady Warriors lead down to 5.
Hannah Carter has the ball over at the right wing. She drives baseline, is stopped by the Martinsville defense. Back up to the top to Sarah Dodson, who finds Brittany Mullins on the left wing, and she makes a nice drive to the basket, Chris. Layups up and good for her. Nobody slid over to stop her, so she went all the way. Scores now 22-15.
Yeah, Lady Bulldogs got concerned with the three-point shot, allowed Brittany to drive right by for the layup.
As we head back down the other way, nice entry pass, number 44, Janadia Taylor. Her shot will be blocked by Disa Vetting to be off the Warriors and remain Martinsville basketball.
Good defense by the Lady Warriors as we have a lot of subs coming in. Central sends in 3 subs. The Lady Bulldogs send in 2. One of the Lady Bulldogs coming off the floor is Philpott. I believe this will be her first breather of the half.
As Martinville inbounds the basketball to number 3, Benton. And as she takes off to the basket, she's going to be called for a walk. So it'll be a turnover against Martinsville. It'll be Warrior basketball.
Yeah, Coach Dawson gets the walk you wanted last possession on this possession.
As we're back underway, Livia Mullins is back into the game as well. And she has the basketball. Dribbles across the timeline and takes her time dissecting the Martinsville defense. And as Hannah Carter drives to the basket to the right-hand side, she's going to be called for a walk as well. There'll be a turnover against the Warriors.
Yep, walks on both sides. Unnecessary turnovers, unforced turnovers. The Lady Warriors now coming back out in their 2-2-1 press.
As number 1, LaToya Gravely, and number 12, Taylor Brown, go back and forth across in the backcourt. They finally bring across the timeline, find number 23, Jones. She dribbles down to the left corner and finds Benton. Benton, as she dribbles up, ball's all on the floor, bodies on the floor as well. Ball gets swung back around to number 1 over here, Gravely, who shoots it 3 shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Callie Mullins, who finds Olivia Mullins, and we're headed back down the other way.
And number 3, Benton, didn't appear like she wanted the ball too much on the other side and got rid of it quick. Lady Bulldogs got a good shot, just was unable to convert.
Gracie Mullins now has the basketball to the left wing as Hannah Carter steps into the high post and positions herself there. Gracie fakes it in and goes back over to the right wing to Olivia Mullins. Hannah Carter moves herself from the high post up to the left wing. It's no good as the Warriors go 4 out, 1 in with Callie Mullins in a low block.
See if they look to set that screen again and get an open 3 in the corner for Gracie or for someone over on the side.
Skip past to Hannah Carter. She drives in and shoots that patent little 10-foot jump shot. This time she can't make it, though, Chris. Warrior rebound pulled down by Destiny Jones, and Bulldogs are headed the other way. As number 12, who is Taylor Brown, goes over to number 3, Jaya Benton. And as she drives to the basket, she's going to be called for the second walk on as many possessions.
Yeah, I mentioned before, Benton didn't look like she won the ball too much. She's just a sophomore. Not as much size as some of the other girls. She gets the ball in her hands, travels with it. And the coach has seen enough and puts Philpott back in for Benton. Coach Dawson also puts Disa Vetnick back in. Disa Vetnick led the Warriors there in the first half. She pulled down 6 rebounds in the first half and led all scores in that first half with 7 points. So 7 points and 6 rebounds for Savetnik in that first quarter. Great start for Savetnik for the Lady Warriors.
As the Warriors have the basketball on their end of the floor, Callie Mullins has it up at the top of the key. Goes to the left wing to Gracie Mullins. Over to the right wing to Olivia Mullins. Down to the corner to Brooke Porter, who fakes a shot and goes into Callie Mullins, who gets collapsed on by the Martinsville defense. And we have a jump ball called as she gets tied up, and it will be possession arrow in favor of Martinsville.
Yeah, I believe the Lady Warriors fans thought she drew the foul right there. She had the ball in possession, kind of lost control of it. The Lady Bulldogs tied her up. Some of the Warriors fans think it should have been a foul. Referees decided it was a jump ball, Martinsville basketball.
As Martinsville heads back down the other way, Gravely crosses the timeline, comes over here to the right wing to Jones, who dribbles into the foul line, guarded by Gracie Mullins. Nice job by Gracie to get her hand in on the drive, turns it over. Brooke Porter goes coast to coast, up and in for her, 24-15 now in favor of your Warriors.
Good steal right there, coast to coast by Brooke Porter. May have gotten away with a foul by Gravely right there. I thought she got fouled on the way up. Referees didn't call it. Nice job converting the layup anyway.
Pass gets thrown into the low block to number 23, Jones. Her shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Martinsville. Quickly out, to number 44, Janadia Taylor. And her layup's no good, but she was fouled by number 42, Disa Vetnick.
Yeah, Savetnik got her with the hip on the drive. Tried to drive in. Savetnik didn't do a very good job sliding over in front. It's probably one of those places you couldn't have drawn a charge if she'd gotten over, just not enough time. Got her with a little bit of a hip check. Referees called it and drew the foul.
First shot attempt for Taylor is coming with 2:56 left to go. Shot is up and no good. Score remains 24-15 in favor of the Warriors as Hannah Carter checks in for Callie Mullins. Good minutes there by Mullins. By Callie Mullins, I guess I should say, Chris.
Absolutely. When in the first quarter when he had Savetnik and Callie both in there, that's when the Warriors seem to be getting a lot of weak side rebounds. both from Savetnik and from Callie. We would shoot the threes from the corner. Both were there to clean up the boards and get a rebound. Callie pulled down a rebound there in the first quarter. I think she pulled down another one here in the second.
Second shot there from Taylor is good, so that makes our score now 24-16 in favor of the Warriors with 2:56 left to go in the first half.
Martinsville sends in Journey Sunkins. I believe this will be her first action of the night. Seems to be a little confusion as to who's supposed to be in here for Lady Bulldogs.
It looks like the Bulldogs are going to pick up in a full court man-to-man here, trying to deny the inbounds passer. But ball comes into Brooke Porter.
Full court man-to-man, but you leave the point guard open. Don't know about that strategy.
Now across the timeline comes Brooke Porter, been picked up by number 11, Philpott. And as Brooke Porter drives down to the right wing, she's going to be fouled by number 23, and that's Destiny Jones.
So we got Philpott guarding.
We got 6'1" Philpott against 5'1" Porter.
Yeah, biggest girl on the floor guarding the smallest girl on the floor. I think the Lady Bulldogs want to switch that up now. Yeah, we're going to get a switch on defense, but that was something right there to see Philpott guarding Brooke Porter right there.
Like watching me and my brother play in the backyard now. Nice pass underneath from Gracie Mullins to D. Savetnik. Nice inbound set play there by the Warriors. As Savetnik gets the easy deuce, it's up and in, and it's good.
We got a steal.
26-16, and Hannah Carter gets her hand on the pass. Can't come away with it, though, so it will be Martinsville basketball. As the coach from Martinsville wants a full timeout.
Going back to that last play, good offensive execution by the Lady Warriors. Had the ball at the top of the key, kicked it to the corner for Gracie Mullins, who looked to have an open three. Martinsville didn't want to give her another opportunity to knock another three down. Philpott raced out to contest the three, left Savetnik wide open in the post. Good post entry pass by Gracie Mullins and an easy layup for Savetnik inside.
26-16, still in favor of your Warriors here as we're in a full timeout. Got about 40 seconds left to go here in this full timeout as the Lady Warrior cheerleaders, who always do a fantastic job out getting the fans fired up. Got some goodies to throw out to the fans as well. Shout out to the girls who always do a good job. We appreciate them. Once again, our game sponsor, Ben Harding, our band director at Central High School. Thank you, Mr. Harding. Appreciate your support of the Sturgis Sports Media broadcast.
Yeah, I had the honor of standing beside Mr. Harding a lot there before some Warriors games. I always had the honor of announcing the starting lineups before each boys and girls game this year. And on several of those games, had Mr. Harding over there singing the national anthem before the game.
Majestic baritone voice that it is.
Yeah, there was some debate, whose voice was better, his or mine. I think we can agree that his voice was better for singing. Mine might be more preferred for the announcing aspect of it.
And regardless, Chris, his national anthem much better than Fergie's ever done.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not so sure mine would be better than Fergie either.
Back under action here, 2:20 to go. Martinsville has the basketball. Number 12, Brown, drives into the elbow, who finds the big post, Taylor down underneath, who then gets number 23, cutting across Jones. Ball knocked away by Savetnik, pulled down by Gracie Mullins. And we're racing back down the other way as Brooke Porter has the ball in the right corner. Back to the wing on the right side there to Gracie Mullins. Dribbles over here to the left wing. He finds Olivia Mullins, and she's going to be called for a walk, and she takes off.
Yeah, she tried to pump fake and then put the ball in the court. She kind of got her a little indecisive on the pump fake, moved her feet too quick. Referees call it travel.
As Martinsville has the basketball now, 2 to go in the first quarter, or first half, 26-16, still the score. As number 1, Gravely dribbles across the timeline. She's being guarded man-to-man by Brooke Porter. Brooke doing a good job staying in front of her. She's trying to drive to the basket, shoots a shot up to the right hand. It's no good. Nice box out there by Hannah Carter, and rebound pulled down by Gracie Mullins. Headed back down the other way to your Warriors.
Yeah, good box. I'm not so sure Philpott didn't get away with an over-the-back call. Coach Dotson 1-1, and so did the Lady Warriors fans, but no call.
Olivia Mullins for the 3, shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gravely of Martinsville. And they're back down on their end of the floor now as number 44, Taylor, has the ball at the right elbow, goes down to the left corner to Destiny Jones, who shoots 15, 17-foot jump shot or so down there in the left corner. It's up and good. 26-18 now the score, 1:15 to go.
Yeah, the Lady Warriors let Taylor get the ball there at the free throw line. Nobody really challenged the pass. She kind of had a free line of vision to make the pass to the short corner. Nice shot right there by the Lady Bulldogs.
As Olivia Mullins drives down to the basket, she finds D. Savetnik, shots up and no good for D. Rebound pulled down by Martinsville. Nice play there by the Warriors. Savetnik just couldn't convert on the layup. As the Martinsville Bulldogs now have the basketball here, number 1, Gravy, top of the key, man-to-man defense for your Warriors. Running the high weave again here, Chris, above the volleyball line as Martinsville's running the dribble handoff. 45 seconds left to go. Number 12, Taylor Brown, has it down to the left wing to Gravely, back to the top to 23. Destiny Jones, who goes back down to the right wing to number 12, Taylor Brown. And she couldn't decide there, Chris, but either pass or shoot. And in the midst of that, her indecision caused her to turn the ball over.
Yeah, I believe she got away with the walk earlier in the drive and then actually got called for the walk the second time. I thought the Lady Bulldogs were going to hold it for one shot. They looked to be a little winded. I thought they were just going to play out, see if they couldn't score 2 points here before the half and keep it within single digits. But the turnover gives the Lady Warriors the basketball and a chance to stretch this out before the half.
As Olivia Mullins, 30 seconds to go here. She's being picked up. Looks like the Bulldogs have gone to a man-to-man here to end the first half as Hannah Carter has the basketball to the left-hand side to Callie Mullins. Looks like the Warriors are in their delay game here, Chris, running the thing out here. 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, we're going to hold the ball for one shot as we're down to under 15 seconds remaining in the half.
Olivia Mullins now has the ball at the volleyball line on the right-hand side. Dribbles to the middle of the court. Number 1 guarded her. She's dribbled down to the left. Now she goes up, shots knocked away. Ball's thrown out, recovered by Brittany Mullins. Last second, shots up by Callie Mullins, and it's so close but no good. As we go into halftime here of the quarterfinal game, 26-18 is your score in favor of your Lady Warriors. We will be back here in just one quick second as the Lady Warrior cheerleaders are coming on to the floor for the half-court dance. We'll be back with stats, the first half recap, and thoughts on the second half as well. You are listening to the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast of the Warrior Nation blog. Quarterfinal day here from the Pryor Center in Wise, Virginia. Your Lady Warriors on top of the Martinsville Bulldogs, 26-18. We'll be back after this. All right, we're back here. Excellent job by our Lady Warriors. Shout out our cheerleaders once again. Shout out to the coaching staff, Miss Amber Boggs, and the choreographer, Mr. Justin Boggs, always doing a great job there, putting the Lady Warrior cheerleaders together. As Chris Wilson's here, for you with some stats here of the first half.
Yeah, Justin Boggs, I've seen him dance before. He's a pretty good dancer, a lot like Justin Timberlake. He's got he's got that pop and lock. He's got some moves. All right, so for some first half stats here in the game, again, the Central Lady Warriors lead 26-18. Leading the charge for your Lady Warriors is Dee Savetnik with 9 points. She's also chipped in 6 rebounds. All 6 of those came in the first quarter. Also scoring for the Central Lady Warriors, Hannah Carter chipped in 2 on a nice drive and finished at the basket. Gracie Mullins with 3, Brooke Porter with 4, Olivia Mullins with 3, Brittany Mullins with 2, and Sarah Dotson with 3. So some pretty balanced scoring so far here for the Lady Warriors. As the Martinsville Lady Bulldogs cheerleaders finish up their little cheer. Again, the Central Warriors with 26 points. They've had 2, 4, 6, 7 different girls score so far tonight. Again, Dee Savetnik leading the way with 9 points and 6 rebounds. She's 4 for 6 from the field. A few other key stats here for the Lady Warriors. They've shot 11 three-pointers, knocked down 3 of those. They're 11 for 25 from the field for just under 50% for the game. For the Martinsville Lady Bulldogs, they've had a little more balance scoring on top. Destiny Jones, LaTroya Gravely, and Taylor Brown lead the way with 5 points each. Jedediah Taylor has chipped in 3 for all 18 points for the Lady Bulldogs. Again, it's Jones with 5, Gravely with 5, and Brown with 5. Ariana Philpott, the big tall girl in the middle, she's grabbed 6 rebounds. She's yet to score in the game, but she does match Savetnik with 6 rebounds so far. Martinsville's not shooting the ball quite as well as our Lady Warriors. The Lady Bulldogs are 7 for 17 from the field for a total of 41.2%. They've only taken 3 3-point opportunities, knocked down 1, and they are 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Again, the Lady Warriors lead at the half 26-18 by scoring 17 in the first to Martinsville's 11, and then 9 in the second quarter to Martinsville's 7. Good start here so far for the Lady Warriors. Again, an 8-point lead. I'm sure Coach Dodge would like to see a few things cleaned up here in the second half, but he has to be pleased. At this point, it's all about surviving and advancing. You win tonight, you advance to Tuesday's night's Final Four semifinal action. I'm not exactly sure what the brackets look like as to who we may play after that. But again, it's all about surviving and advancing at this point, Lance. You win tonight, you're in the Final Four, something the Lady Warriors are pretty accustomed to at this point.
Yeah, I would agree completely, Chris. You know, I would imagine Coach Dodge in the halftime in there saying, girls, you know, got some things we need to clean up, but it doesn't matter what we do, as long as we're doing enough to get us to advance tonight. Because if I'm not mistaken, I know that Virginia High beat Chatham last night in the quarterfinal game out in the Roanoke area. So that would mean that the Lady Warriors, if they are able to win tonight, the Lady Warriors are coming away by playing Virginia High on Tuesday night, and they'll be here again at Virginia, here again at the Pryor Center.
A quick shout out here to Kelly Foster as he just comes by and gives a little shout out. Again, Kelly Foster was the JV boys head basketball coach this year, coaching the JV Warrior baseball team this year as baseball kicked off here about 2 weeks ago. All spring sports kicked off here about 2 weeks ago, here pulling on and cheering on the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, great job by Kelly Foster for the JV boys basketball program. The only thing straighter and flatter than that walk is that bill, that hat he wears around all the time.
Absolutely. I think he thinks he's a little younger. I don't know if you realize those 40-year-olds can't quite pull off the flat bill look, but he's going to give it a shot. At least he took the stickers off. No decals. Going back to what you said, Virginia High advanced. The Lady Warriors know that they can beat Virginia High. Virginia High and the Lady Warriors met there in the Region D championship game. So if that's a matchup that the Lady Warriors can see down the road, anything can happen at this point. But it'd have to give the Lady Warriors some confidence if they met Virginia High down the road. That hey, we know we can beat that team. And you beat them, either you're in the championship game or if you play them in the championship game and you play your state champs again, which will be the 4th time in 5 years.
And that is correct. And that's Tuesday night here. If our Lady Warriors are able to come away victorious tonight, they'll be playing here again at the Pryor Center with, again, it will be Virginia High. That's who in the bracket they're matched up with. So we'll be interesting to see how this thing gets finished up here. We got about 3 minutes to go at halftime. The Lady Warriors are walking back onto the floor. Martinsville has not made it back out yet. I'm sure they're getting some last-minute instruction from their coaches and coaching staff as well. Chris, we got a few minutes here. One more time, why don't you run down those sponsors for us here who make this broadcast possible?
Again, we'd like to thank Ben Harding for sponsoring tonight's game. Ben Harding being the head band director at Central High School and singing the national anthem for the all-home Warriors basketball games. We'd also like to thank some of our other sponsors, ITS, Shade Tree Landscaping, Dale's Heating and Air, Evan Sturgill Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd's Hair Studio, Genesis Salon, Courtney Van Hust, LuLaRoe Consultant, Innovative Graphics, Morgan McClure Chevrolet Buick and Cadillac, Pound IGA, England Consultant Group, Home Changes, Powell Valley National Bank, Morgan McClure Ford, Rainbow Gymnastics, Chelsea Industrial Supply, and Robo's Drive-In. Again, if you'd like to be a sponsor here on Sturgill Sports Media, email us at sturgillsportsmedia@evansturgillphotography.com.
Minute 45 to go here before we get back to second half action. Once again, if you're just now tuning in with us, the score from the first half, is your Central Warriors are 26. The visiting Martinsville Bulldogs from Martinsville are 18. Been a pretty good first half. They had a really quick start. Things slowed down in the second quarter, and both teams kind of settled into their rhythm a little bit, with the Warriors getting some open looks at three, and knocked down some, had several that rimmed in and out that were really close to going down as well. So we're interested and excited to see what happens here in the second half as we get ready to get back underway.
You know, looking at this Martinsville roster, I didn't know a whole lot about them coming into today. From what I had read, I believe they lost their 2 leading scorers from last year's state runner-up team. If you're just going to this is a rematch of last year's 2A Virginia High School League state championship game where the Lady Warriors came out victorious. But Martinsville returning to the state tournament, losing their 2 leading scorers. Looking over the roster, they only have 1 senior on this year's team. So to lose your 2 leading scorers and have a lot of underclassmen. Again, Phil Potty is the only senior on this year's Lady Bulldogs team. To be able to get back to this point says a lot about their program. We all know about the Lady Warriors program and how Coach Dodson continues to, feed that pipeline of great Lady Warriors talent. Again, going for 4 state championships in 5 years. And again, that's not counting what he had accomplished at J.J. Kelly prior to consolidation. Coach Dodson knows how to get the ladies to come out and play, to buy into the program. And again, this year's bunch, I don't necessarily look at there and see one superstar player, but you've got a great collection of young ladies who play as a team. And wouldn't be surprised if at the end of all this, Lady Warriors say they're state champs again. But again, we got to finish this half right here first. Can't get too far ahead of myself.
As we're getting ready to get underway here, Brooke Porter's getting ready to inbound the basketball for the Lady Warriors. She'll be inbounding it to Liv Mullins as Martinsville is coming back out on the court as well. Second half action is getting ready to go. Search Sports Media broadcast here. State quarterfinal game. Class 2A classification here on this beautiful March afternoon from Wise, Virginia, which we can still call to this moment, Chris.
Yeah, it could.
Guess the girls basketball state
capital.
State
cap.
That's what I was looking for. State capital.
Where you have to go through if you're going to win state champ. You got to come through Southwest Virginia.
Ball underneath to Disa Vetnick, who goes back out to the left wing to Brooke Porter, who shoots a 3, shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gracie Mullins, who goes to Hannah Carter, who goes into the lane with her little patent jump shot. There it is. We knew it was just a matter of time before she made it. Shots up and good for her. Scores now 28-18.
That's that patented Hannah Carter in the middle of the lane jump shot that she did so well against Union in the conference semifinals.
All right, Martinsville number 1, Gravely, shots no good. Rebound pulled down by Gracie Mullins. She's racing back down the other way for the Warriors. Their pass underneath to Hannah Carter is knocked away by Gravely. And as Hannah Carter tries to go and run down the basketball, she steps out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. Ball back to Martinsville.
There was one thing here in the last 10 minutes or so. The Convocation Center starting to fill up a little bit more. Again, there's 3 ball games after this. East Side boys and girls play. The Region D boys Graham team shows up here a little bit later today. Convocation starting to fill up a little bit.
As ball to the top, number 23, Destiny Jones shoots the 3 from the top of the key. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Liv Mullins. And back the other way comes the Warriors as she finds Gracie Mullins in the left corner. She drives into the lane, shoots a 12-foot jump shot. It's all the way around the rim and no good. As Hannah Carter gets the rebound and goes back up, she's going to be fouled by number – just one second, we'll get it to you. Number 11, that is Ariana Philpott, and Hannah Carter is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
A good rebound right there by Hannah Carter. Had the inside position on Philpott. Grabbed the offensive rebound. Philpott fouled her from behind. I believe that is Philpott. Scoreboard says that's just her first personal foul in the game as Carter misses the first free throw.
Score is still 28-18 in favor of your Warriors. 6:48 to go in the third quarter. As the second shot is getting ready to be underway here from Carter. She just received the basketball from the official. She sets herself. Shot is up. And it is good. Scores now 29-18 in favor of the Warriors.
Can you go back to that start? I think the Lady Warriors scored about 9 points in the first, 2 to 3 minutes. Game slowed down a lot, which may be playing into Lady Warriors' hands. Like I said, it's all about survive and advance at this point. Let's just keep that lead, take care of the basketball, and see what happens.
Ball underneath, number 44, Taylor, comes back out to the top left here to Destiny Jones, who finds number 12, Taylor Brown, and as she shoots the runner from the elbow, she's going to be fouled on the shot. Fouled by Gracie Mullins. Shot's no good. It'll be 2 foul shots. Number 12, Taylor Brown.
That'll be Gracie's first personal foul. Coach Dawson's going to send in Brittany Mullins in here for a quick substitution. Must not like something he's seen out of one of his players. Going to make a quick sub and put Brittany into the game.
First shot from Brown is up and good. 29-19 is now the score.
Yeah, he puts Gracie Mullins on the end of the bench for her to give her some instructions on what she did wrong in that last defensive possession. Wouldn't be surprised to see Gracie come back in here in just a little bit after she gets some instructions from Coach Dodson.
Second shot up and no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Warrior basketball.
I'm not sure that ball hit anything, but I guess it barely grazed the rim. Referees thought it did. Ball goes out of bounds. Be Lady Warrior basketball.
Back the other way come the Warriors. Olivia Mullins comes across the timeline. And Martinsville's back in the 2-3 zone, Chris.
Yeah, they back in. Let's see how successful Lady Warriors can be. They did a pretty good job being patient in the first half, moving the ball around, got some open threes. There's an open look by Brooke Porter. Falls up a little short.
Rebound comes down, loose ball, and it will be Martinsville basketball.
Yeah, Coach Dodson doesn't agree with the call. He thought one of the Lady Bulldogs knocked it out of bounds. Coach Dodson will not get the call. Lady Bulldogs will get the basketball.
As number 1, LaToya Gravely brings the ball across the timeline for Martinsville. She's picked up by Brooke Porter, drive to the right wing, goes down to the right corner to 12. That's Brown. Goes back up to the top here to Gravely. He goes to the foul line to number 44, Taylor. The post goes in with the left hand and then shoots a right-handed layup up and in. That was good. 21-29 now the score.
Good finish by Taylor. Disa Vetnick was laying off of her there at the free throw line, daring her to shoot the basketball. She put the ball on the floor anyway. Good finish with the left hand even after she lost possession.
Brooke Porter's three's up and no good. Rebound comes back down to her, though. Now she tries to throw the ball underneath to Disa Vetnick. It was knocked away. Ball is out of bounds off of Martinsville, and it will remain Warrior basketball.
And the Warriors looking content to shoot those open threes if they get them. They're now 3 for 13 in the contest tonight.
As the Warriors run through the inbounds play, Disa Vetnick is posted up underneath. She finds Hannah Carter to the left wing, who drives into the lane. Finds Brittany Mullins out for a 3 for deep 3, too. That was a step behind the college line, Chris. Three's up and good for Brittany. 32-21's now the score.
Good shot. Shooters keep shooting, I guess, don't they, Lance? Exactly that was your motto back in high school, I believe. Right. Shooters keep shooting.
I think it was it Jordan that said 100% you miss that you don't take. Isn't that right?
That's right.
As number 23, Destiny Jones drives into the lane. She goes in for the shot. She will be fouled. Shot was up and no good. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
She got fouled across the arm that time by Brittany Mullins on the drive. Kind of a question. It's a little late call, I believe, by the referee. Looked like he may have bailed Jones out on the drive. She drove in there, lost control of the ball, tried to throw it up, kind of unorthodox looking, two-handed. I think the referee kind of bailed her out with a foul call on Mullins.
First shot from Jones is up and no good. So the second one's getting ready to be on its way. 5 to go here in the third quarter. In the quarterfinal action, the Prior steer 32-21 in favor of Drew Warriors still. As the second shot is up and good. So that makes the score now 32-22. As Jones goes, or she does, Taylor goes to the line, or she goes to the bench for a break.
Looks like Martinsville is going to adjust their defense again. Maybe a little half-court trap now.
Brittany Mullins has the ball. She drives in, kicks it up the lane to Disa Vetnick, who goes to the corner to Brooke Porter, who then comes to the top of the key to Olivia Mullins, who goes back to the left wing for Porter. She's left wide open for a 3. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vetnick. She's fouled on the layup attempt, and it's no good. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the foul's on number 50, Journey Stunkins, who just checked in. Martinsville looked very discombobulated, I guess, right there on defense. They were kind of running around. They were supposed to be in a 2-3 zone. The girls didn't exactly know where to be set up. At one point, a girl went from the middle of the lane out to try to guard the wing and just wasn't set. It allowed the Warriors to get an open 3 and then allowed Disa Vetnick to get the offensive rebound.
First shot from Disa Vetnick is up and good, making the score 33-22. The second one is good as well, making it 34-22 as the Warriors have built a 12-point lead with 4:40 left to go.
Against Vetnick leading all scorers. Now those 2 free throws now give her 9 in the contest, the only player so far in the game with double figures.
As number 1, LaToya Gravely drives in. She misses the shot, gets her own rebound, comes back out to the 23. He goes back down to the right corner to Gravely, then back out to the right wing to Jones again. She drives in, shoots a runner from about 12 feet away, and then ball comes off and goes off the Lady Warriors as Vetnick tries to pull the rebound down. She couldn't quite get her hands on it, so it will remain Martinsville basketball.
That's a little running scoop layup looking shot, kind of looked a lot like the last layup they shot with 2-handed. That was more one-handed, a little scoop layup from about 10 feet too far from the basket.
Ball is in to the right wing to Jones, who comes to number 44, Taylor, from the elbow. Shots up, no good for her. Rebound pulled down by Gracie Mullins of the Warriors, and she's dribbling back down the other way. She finds Brooke Porter on the left corner, who finds Svetnik posted up underneath, dribbles in, shots up with the right hand. It's up and no good. Gets her own rebound, stays with it. Nice effort there by D. Svetnik. The second one is up and good for her. 36-22 is now the score. 4 minutes left to play.
Svetnik inching closer and closer to another double-double here in the state quarterfinals.
There's another shot up by number 12. Taylor Brown is no good. Rebound pulled down by Philpott. Her shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Svetnik, who finds Porter, who quickly finds Hannah Carter up, who can't convert on the layup. Rebound pulled down by Philpott, who then finds number 23, Jones. She's going back down the other way. She's trapped here in the corner by both Brittany and Gracie Mullins. Quick pass the other way then to number 12, who goes up for the layup. And as she goes up, she's going to be fouled by number 42, D. Svetnik, who called for the block, Chris.
Yeah, got her with the hip again. Didn't quite slide over in front. Very reminiscent of the in the first half when someone from Martinsville drove and Svetnik kind of caught her with the hip. Didn't slide over and take the charge in the chest like you're supposed to. That time again, caught her with the hip. Got the block. That'll send Taylor Brown to the free throw line to shoot 2.
The first foul shot here from Brown, getting ready to come underway as Martinsville is going to go through a line change here, Chris, after the next shot.
Have a nice hockey reference thrown in there by us here tonight.
No up and no good as Callie Mullins checks in for Gracie, and a whole slew of Bulldogs come in from Martinsville.
Fire wagon change. I'm sure all of our millions of viewers who are listening to us right now appreciate all the hockey references. I know Southwest Virginia is a hotbed of hockey talent and hockey fans. Yeah, a little sarcasm there. There's not a lot of hockey fans. We may be the only hockey fans. Yeah, we may be. There's not a whole lot of hockey fans out there.
Second shot on the way here from Brown.
We have a lane violation. Shot goes in.
Shots up and in.
Yeah, Brittany Mullins stepped over the line right there. Referee called it. But for Taylor Brown, she made the free throw anyway, so the lane violation will be waived off. Got some substitutions coming in from Martinsville. So the point's good. It'll be Lady Warriors basketball as the Lady Bulldogs pick back up in the full court man-to-man press. And again, Philpott is now going to guard Brittany Mullins, so we have another size advantage.
36-22 is the score as Brittany Mullins comes across the timeline.
So perhaps they called the lane violation on the shooter instead, and they waved the shot off.
As Brooke Porter now has the basketball over here after a little bit of a tough exchange. She drives in, goes back to the backside to Callie Mullins, but she is going to be fouled on the pass. Foul's called on the floor. And the foul will be against, can't see it, number 10. Savasia Boyd.
Savasia Boyd, that'll be with her, that's her second personal foul. It's the team's third. Been a pretty clean game so far in the fouls. Neither team got into the bonus in the first half. I believe there's only about 7 total fouls combined in the first half. And so far here in the second half, I believe we've combined for just 16 fouls so far with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
As the lane violation must have been called on us, Chris, they have corrected the score up there. Score is now 36-23, and as Callie Mullins gets the ball in the low block and goes up, she's going to be fouled by Taylor Brown. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, we're on the opposite side of the scoreboard here at the Convocation Center. All the fouls and the score reports go to the other side. We're across from Chris Davis. That voice you probably hear in the background, that is Chris Davis's voice, the voice of the Convocation Center and the Highland Cavaliers here at the University of Virginia's College at Wise. So we're across the court. We can't exactly always pick up on what the calls are. It took them a little while to get that point up on the board, but I guess it was a lane violation on the Warriors, so they counted the free throw.
First shot from Callie Mullins is no good. Second one's on the way. It's no good as well. And rebound loose ball. Pulled down by Philpott. Gets her glasses knocked down, but she comes away with it. Quickly to Gravely, who drives down. Coast-to-coast layup for her is no good. Rebound pulled down by Sarah Dawson, who then finds Gracie Mullins. And she's dribbling down across the timeline right now as the Martinsville Bulldogs pick up an man-to-man here with 2:50 to go in the third quarter. As Gracie still has the basketball, she drives in through the lane, goes all the way, shoots the layup off the glass, up and in. Nice job there by Gracie Mullins. Score is now 38-23. The Warriors have built a 15-point lead.
Nice drive by Mullins right there. She wasn't afraid of the contact, wasn't afraid of the size inside. Went in there strong. Nice little one-handed, right-handed finish off the backboard and good.
3-point shot up for number 12, Taylor Brown, from the right corner. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Gracie Mullins of the Warriors. And we're back down the other way with 2:15 left to play.
Jones probably got away with the foul there on the rebounds by Mullins, who drives again. And another nice, easy right-handed bank shot off the glass and good for Mullins. That's 4 straight points for Mullins off that nice right-handed finish.
Yeah, she's just driving by her girl, Chris, and up and easy there. For her, it's 4 straight points. Nice job by Gracie.
I don't have the point update, but Gracie's probably approaching double figures now. She had 3 in the first half. There's 4 straight there. So she's probably approaching double figures as we have a foul call on Callie Mullins on yet another block on the Lady Warriors.
As 1:57 to go, scores 40-23. I'm sure you can hear the uproar from the fans in here as they did not agree with the block call there called against Callie.
Yeah, the other 2 blocks that we had called on us, I agreed with the call. I felt like Savetnik kind of caught the ball handler with the hip, wasn't quite in position. It looked like Callie had pretty good position that time in the middle of the lane. Referee stalled otherwise and gave Taylor the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
First one's up and no good for Taylor as D. Savetnik checks in for Callie Mullins.
Martinsville again looking, maybe they're trying to search for a lineup that works. They send 4 more young ladies into the game. This is the second time here in about the past minute or 2 they've rotated 4 in and 4 out, perhaps trying to find a mix that can cut into this 17-point deficit that they face.
Second shot on its way from Taylor right now. As it's up, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Liv Mullins. And back down the other way come the Warriors with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. As man-to-man defense is steal from Martinsville. Hannah Carter now has the ball top of the key, drives all the way into the lane as she goes up. Shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Savetnik, up and good for her. 42-23 is now the score in favor of the Warriors.
That's 6 points this quarter now for Savetnik. Looked like a couple fouls didn't get called right there. I thought Carter got fouled on the bump. Thought Savetnik might have got away with a little bit of foul on the rebound. Referee's deciding to let them play right now. Savetnik with the rebound puts it back in for 2. And she leads all scorers. I believe that's 15. I have to double check after the quarter, but I believe she's up to about 15 points to lead all scorers.
1:30 to go here in the third quarter as Martinsville is going to have the basketball on their end of the court. Set to inbounds the ball as number 12, Taylor Brown, comes in here. Number 1 to Gravely, goes to the left wing to 23 to Destiny Jones. She comes back to the top to Taylor Brown. She's dribbling around, tries to throw the ball into the high post of field pot. It's turned over. The Lady Warriors as Liv Mullins comes away, and she's back down, racing back down the other way for the Lady Warriors. Picked up again by Gravely at the top of the key.
Again, good defense by the Lady Warriors. I believe we've held Philpott scoreless. She's the tallest player on the Lady Bulldogs team. She's grabbed almost 10 rebounds, but yet to score in the game.
Pick and roll ran by Hannah Carter and Gracie Mullins there. Hannah Carter can't convert, gets her own rebound, can't convert on the second one. And we have a jump ball called and possession arrow in favor of Martinsville as Livy Mullins did a good job there diving down after the loose ball rebound and tying up the Martinsville player for the jump ball. As Gravely now has the basketball now inbounded from number 12, Taylor Brown, and she's going to jog down across the timeline. It looks like the Lady Warriors have gone to a 2-3 zone. They're going to
switch it up a little bit, see if the Lady Bulldogs look to hold the ball a little bit there in the first half, maybe looking to take the last shot, but I'm afraid down 19. You've got to look to score some points if you're Martinsville.
As Gravely hits the 15-foot jump shot from the elbow, nice pass, nice shot there from Gravely. Scores now 42-25 with 30 seconds left to go.
Don't expect Coach Dodson to stay in that zone too long. If I recall back in the conference tournament, we played a little bit of zone. It seemed like other teams had a little bit of success against the Lady Warriors when they went zone.
As Livy Mullins being guarded by Gravely, we've got 17 seconds to go. Gracie Mullins now has the ball at the left wing. She's being guarded by number 23, Destiny Jones. It then goes back to Olivia Mullins, who drives baseline. Pass up the lane to Disa Vetnik. Shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Philpott. And now pass quickly to Taylor Brown, who finds Gravely, who shoots a last-second 3 from the V there on the court. Shots up no good. After 3 quarters, we have your Lady Warriors 42, the visiting Martinsville Bulldogs 25, as we head to the fourth and final quarter here from the prior senior UVA Wise.
Outstanding quarter right there by the Lady Warriors coming out after the half with some adjustments. They were up 8 at the half. They've stretched that lead all the way up to 17. Going back that last possession, didn't have quite have time as the quarter was running down. Outstanding little stutter step move right there by Olivia Mullins driving the baseline. She drove baseline, kept her dribble up, hesitated a little bit, put the ball back on the floor. Nice dump pass to Savetnik in the middle of the lane. Savetnik couldn't quite convert, but it's a great drive, I thought, right there by Olivia Mullins, getting past her defender, setting up a chance at an easy bucket for Savetnik, but good defense by Martinsville to contest the shot. Savetnik was unable to come up with the 2 points.
And it will be Lady Warriors basketball as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here. Fourth and final quarter, the quarterfinal game of the 2A classification.
Outstanding hustle right there by Mr. Davis to bring us some stats. Just a quick update. Savetnik does have her double-double now. She's leading all scorers with 15 points. She's grabbed 10 rebounds. She had 4 rebounds there in that third quarter. So she's leading all scorers with 15 points and 10 rebounds for that double-double. Again, Philpott for the Lady Bulldogs has been held scoreless, but as I mentioned, she's already up to 10 rebounds, utilizing that size inside to grab 10 rebounds for the Lady Bulldogs, who are being led in scoring by Gravely and Brown with 7.
Brooke Porter drives down to the lane, beats her lady that was guarding her, and as she lays the pass off to Disa Vetting, she's going to be fouled on the floor. So it'll be Warrior basketball underneath as the Lady Warriors set up to run through their inbounds play.
Some outstanding defense by the Lady Warriors there in the third quarter, holding the Martinsville Lady Bulldogs 2 for 12 from the field. Again, Martinsville only able to make 2 shots from the field that quarter. They did not make a free throw, holding them to just, I take it back, they scored 7 points in the quarter. But again, holding them to 2 for 12 from the field in the quarter.
And apologize, folks, I was wrong. Brooke Porter's going to go to the line to shoot 2. First one's up and no good. 7:53 to go. Scores 42-25. Still in favor of your Warriors.
The Lady Warriors now 4 for 10 from the free throw line. I think back to that Wolfpack game when we played them in the conference tournament. Again, making free throws down the stretch seemed to be a problem as Porter misses the second.
Ball out quickly to number 23. That's Destiny Jones.
There's the charge.
And as she drives into the lane, Disa Vetting stands her ground and gets a charge called against Jones. It'll be a turnover headed back the other way. Will be your Lady Warriors.
Yes, Vetnick had position that time. She took the charge like you're supposed to do. The referees gave her the benefit of the doubt on that one. Good charge. Finally, the Lady Warriors fans appreciating the charge called by the referee and given to the Lady Warriors.
As Martinsville picks up in a full court press, Brooke Porter gets the inbounds play. Pass. She's going to be fouled quickly by number 12, I believe that was. Yeah, number 12. That, of course, is Taylor Brown. It'll be the 7th foul against the Martinsville Bulldogs, so we'll be shooting a 1-on-1.
Yeah, we played the whole first half of neither team reaching the bonus, and that was 7:47 in the fourth quarter. The Lady Warriors will be going to the free throw line from here on out. One quick thing I noticed, Haley Mullins just checked in the game here for the Lady Warriors. She's been sidelined with injury, I believe, here in the past few weeks. Nice to see her getting some action here in the state quarterfinals for Lady Warriors. I'm sure Coach Dodge would like to see her chip in some few minutes here down the stretch as a senior leader.
Brooke Porter misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Rebound pulled down by Martinsville as number 12, Taylor Brown, has the ball at the top. Goes to the left corner to Gravely. He goes into the post to 44 Taylor. Back up to the top to number 23, Destiny Jones, who shoots a 3. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Warriors as Brooke Porter comes away with it. And she gets fouled quickly by number 23, Destiny Jones. Brooke will go back down one more time. She's missed 3 straight foul shots. So she'll get the opportunity here to put in the 4th.
I would say that you said she's missed 3 in a row. She'll make these 2. But as soon as I say that, I think we wore out all the jinx. So I don't know what would happen. I don't know if it's a reverse jinx or what. But I'm going to put money on the line. I think she makes these 2. I'm going to lay it on the line.
First one coming from Brooke. It's up. And it's good.
There we go.
43-25 now in favor of your Warriors. 7:20 to go in the 4th quarter.
Janiah Benton going to be in the contest for the Bulldogs.
And look, Jaya Benton checks in again for the Martinsville Bulldogs. Brooke Porter's 2nd foul shot. It's up and good, Chris. You must have helped her out there. There we go. 44-25 in favor of the Warriors as Gravely comes down across the timeline, finds number 12. That's Taylor Brown, left wing. Back to Gravely, back to Brown, back to Gravely, who shoots a 3 from the top of the key. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Disa Vetnick. They had a loose ball for a second. Brooke Porter is trying to save it, but she's going to step out of bounds. She's trying to set the ball back in, so it's going to be Martinsville basketball.
Looks like the Lady Bulldogs are looking maybe switch up their approach now. Again, they trail by 19. They're starting to shoot way more threes than we've seen them shoot through the first 3 quarters. Even looking to get a little more aggressive on defense. If they foul, they foul. Send the Lady Warriors to the free throw line, doing everything they can to try to pull out this, possible last game for them.
Gravely shoots a nice little runner there from about 7 or 8 feet off the backboard. It's up and good for her. 44-27 is now the score. 6:40 to go as Gracie Mullins crosses the timeline. She's picked up by Benton. Gracie drives in, finds Brooke Porter at the top of the key. Brooke drives in as well to the foul line, or to the lane, finds Gracie Mullins in the right wing for a 3. Shots up, no good. Rebound, loose ball, comes out to Benton of Martinsville, and she's racing back down the other way, and she's stopped by the Lady Warriors, and she goes to Gravely, who Gravely drives baseline, shoots a shot from the right corner. It's no good. Philpott with the rebound. Her shot, it's up, no good. Loose ball comes way to Olivia Mullins of the Warriors, and the Warriors are headed back down the other direction as Brooke Porter will be fouled by number 1, LaTroya Gravely.
Let's check and see how many that is on Gravely. That's just her first. one thing I've noticed here about the Lady Bulldogs defense, they've gone man-to-man. They've picked up the pressure a little bit more, and the Lady Warriors seem to be having a little more success putting the ball on the floor, spreading the floor out, putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket, looking for some easy finishes like we've seen out of Gracie Mullins, that little right-hand bank shot, or maybe a little dunk pass into the post into Savetnik. And we're getting some easy looks inside now off the dribble drive.
As Brooke Porter's front end misses the front end of 1-on-1, Martinsville quickly the other way. Benton has the ball at the right wing. She's being in a trap there by Gracie Mullins and Brittany Mullins, and a quick timeout called by Martinsville.
Timeout on the floor.
You didn't remind me to make sure I told Porter she was going to make those last two.
That's on you, Chris.
She needs a little confidence out of me, I believe, over here. Somehow or another, she's got a little bug in her ear. She knew that I told her she was going to make those last two, and she did. She's missed the other four that I didn't give her that little bit of encouragement.
Here on out, the foul shot she missed entirely your fault.
It's all my fault from here on out. I would have to apologize to the Lady Warriors Nation and everybody listening to us back home. That's on me. It's all on me.
44-27 as we've got about 10 or so seconds here left on the timeout clock. We're just running down. It'll be Martinsville basketball on their end of the court, as they called a timeout as Benton got trapped there in the last possession. 6:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. Once again, your Lady Warriors are up 44-27 on Martinsville. One more time, you're listening to the Service Sports Media broadcast here of the state quarterfinal game from the Central Warriors in Martinsville from Friar Center in Wise, Virginia. We're back underway as Shorty Gravely has the ball at the top of the key, goes to the right wing to 12, Taylor Brown. Back to the top to Gravely. Back to the right wing to Brown again. She shoots the three. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Savetnik and saved quickly into Liv Mullins. Liv finds Gracie streaking down in transition. Gracie can't handle the pass, though. That'll be a turnover ball back to Martinsville.
Yeah, pretty deep three right there by the Lady Bulldogs last possession. Yeah, I think one thing that may throw some of these girls off is they don't quite realize there are 2 3-point lines. The girls can actually shoot from the black free throw line. That's the high school 3-point line. The red line is actually the college boys 3-point line. That last three by the Lady Bulldogs was at least 3 or 4 feet behind the college 3-point line.
As Gravely drives in and shoots her runner again, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Porter. She's back the other way. She's stopped there by Gravely. She goes to the left wing to Gracie Mullins. Gracie Mullins being guarded by Philpott. Back to the right side over here to Brooke Porter. She's going to take her time as the Warriors get set up to run through their offense as Martinsville's back into man-to-man. Brooke Porter drives to the foul line, has Gracie Mullins coming around. She's driving all the way down, and she does not get stopped. She shoots a layup. It's up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Philpott of the Martinsville Bulldogs, and they're headed the other way.
Nice offensive possession right there by the Warriors. Brooke Porter pulled her defender out a little bit as we have another charge call. This time, Brittany Mullins taking the charge on the drive. So that's 2 charges in a row now drawn by the Lady Warriors. But going back to that last position, Brooke Porter pulled her defender out. Again, the college court is a little bit longer. She pulled her defender out, drove left, which pulled in the other defender. Good kick-out pass to Gracie Mullins. Gracie drove off of that little kick-out pass. Very, very dribble drive-esque. If anybody knows about the dribble drive that, you know, Rick Pitino has made famous first at Memphis and then taking it to the University of Kentucky. That's a very basic setup that you look to do out of a dribble drive offense.
As we've got Liv Mullins now coming across the timeline, being guarded by Gravely. Backdoor cut from Porter, no good. Backdoor cut from Hannah Carter. It's there, finds wide open. D. Savetnik underneath. Shots up and good for Savetnik. She's fouled as well by Journey Sunkin. Shot goes in, 2 points for her. He's going to go to the line and shoot the extra foul shot. 44-27 in favor of your Warriors. 4:42 left to go.
Another dribble drive look. Again, another handoff pass look. I believe it was Olivia Mullins drove down the right, I believe. We drove right, had a little backdoor cut. The defense thought it was going to be another exchange. Instead, I believe it was Hannah Carter, backdoor cut. Gave the ball to her. She dumped it into the post player, Savetnik, who makes the easy 2 and draws the foul. Coach Dotson looking like Rick Pitino over there on the sideline tonight. Not Rick Pitino. John Calipari. I'm not a Kentucky fan. Hope we don't lose any viewers on that. Maybe we gain a few viewers with that comment.
As number 12, Taylor Brown has the ball. She goes underneath the Philpott, knocked away by Savetnik. Philpott comes away, though, with a loose ball. Finds number 23, Destiny Jones. Destiny Jones drives in her, shots up, no good. Rebound, loose ball, down, pulled away by Lisa Savetnik. He finds Brittany Mullins, who then goes to Olivia Mullins very quickly. And we're across the timeline and back to another possession here for the Warriors. Brooke Porter has the ball right corner, thinks about a 3 for a second, and does not. Drives into the lane, now goes by her lady. Up off of the glass with the right hand, shots up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Martinsville. Number 23, Destiny Jones has it. And she is stopped by Brittany Mullins at the right wing. Over to the left wing to Gravely. 3-point shot up for her. No good. Rebound pulled down by Savetnik as Martinsville, or as the Warriors come back the other way. Brooke Porter is fouled by number 12, Taylor Brown. It's quite the collision there, Chris.
That's a pretty good open field tackle right there by, I believe it's Brown for Martinsville. Brooke Porter got the ball there, lost a handle, had a breakaway layup. Brown didn't know she was going to slow down and ran over Porter, who's now going to make both of these free throws.
Goes to the line to shoot the first of two. First one's up, and it's good. As score is now 46-27, 3:52 to go.
One thing I've noticed here in the fourth quarter, I don't believe Martinsville can quite keep up with the Lady Warriors in a man-to-man defense. The Lady Warriors kind of having their way attacking the basket right now. The middle of the lane's wide open. The Lady Warriors spreading the court out. We're driving off that space. The Savetnik waiting in case her girl slides over.
Second one on the way from Porter. It's up and good as well. Sarah Dawson checks in for her, and Brooke goes to the bench to take the well-deserved break. 48-27, 3:52 to go. Still in favor of your Warriors.
Lance, Brooke is now 4 for 4 when I said she's going to make the free.
I told you from here on out, Tyler.
All my fault.
23 for Martinsville. Desi Jones has the ball to the right wing, comes back to the top of the key to Gravely, who finds number 44 Taylor at the foul line. She turned around, jump shots, no good, but she's going to be fouled by Hannah Carter, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, I believe the foul's going to be called on Brittany Mullins instead of Carter. Mullins got her on the side. Again, the game plan seems to be let Taylor catch the ball there at the free throw line. If she's open, let her shoot. Cut her off if she tries to drive. She tried to take the open jump shot. Brittany Mullins got a little bit too aggressive, caught her with a little bit of a bump, and Taylor will go to the line to shoot two.
First one, Taylor's up and no good as Martinsville sends in several subs. One more time, number 10 comes in. That is Savacia Boyd. And number 24 as well, Nakia Harrison comes in.
Savacia Boyd checked in. She's played a couple of minutes here tonight. You know, maybe Martinsville trying to get some of these other girls. Again, they only have one senior on the court. Philpott is the only senior they have. So wouldn't be surprised to perhaps see the Lady Bulldogs back here again next season. And the coach want to make sure that some of the girls get some experience here on this stage. So that way, if they do get back here next year, they're a little more prepared.
As the second one from Taylor was good. Score's now 48-28, 3:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. As Olivia Mullins crosses the timeline, picked up by Gravely. And she picks up her dribble, finds Hannah Carter in the left wing. Got a timeout called there by Coach Dodson.
And Coach Dodson didn't quite like what he's seeing. Lady Warriors looking to spread the floor out a little bit there. Things got a little congested. Coach Dodson liked what he saw, and I guess instead of forcing something or maybe a turnover, he opted instead to call a timeout. So, again, just under 3.5 minutes, Lady Warriors lead by 20. I believe it's safe to say we might be able to start looking ahead to Tuesday night.
Yeah, I believe we will, Chris. We're going to be facing Virginia High, our foe from the Region D championship game, who played us tightly there for about 3.5 quarters. We managed to pull away late in the fourth quarter there. We're going to see them in the state semifinal game. That'll be Tuesday night here again from the Pryor Center. And we're hoping to have the broadcast for you of that as well. But in order for that to happen, we're going to have a sponsor. Or some sponsors step up. So if you want to become a sponsor of the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast, go ahead and email Evans, Sturgill Sports Media at evanssturgillphotography.com. One more time to become a sponsor, Sturgill Sports Media at evanssturgillphotography.com. 3:20 to go, fourth quarter. Lady Warriors have the basketball. They are content here to dribble around. And as I say that, Hannah Carter shoots a jump shot from the lane. It's up, no good. Rebound goes off of her foot. Martinsville basketball.
And that's exactly what Coach Dodson's running. He's running just the basic standard dribble drive offense. Spreading Martinsville out. Again, it's basically a 4-out, 1-in offense. We're spreading the Lady Bulldogs out. At some point, somebody for the Lady Warriors looking to attack the basket. If you can beat your defender, you take it to the basket and shoot the layup. If the young woman guarding Savetnik inside slides over, you dump it down low to her and let her finish.
As Gravely comes across the half-court line here for Martinsville. Ball stolen away by Brittany Mullins on the pass. Brittany Mullins decides to pull it out here and run some extra time off. 3 minutes and counting, fourth quarter. She drives to the left side, finds Olivia Mullins. Olivia Mullins comes back to the top to Hannah Carter. Hannah Carter drives in, finds Sarah Dawson. She drives into the foul line, finds Brittany Mullins over the left-hand side. Brittany Mullins drives baseline, loses the ball for a second. It comes to Hannah Carter. Hannah Carter back to the top to Sarah Dawson. 2:40 to go. 20 seconds ran off the clock there. Nice offensive possession so far by the Lady Warriors as Olivia Mullins being guarded by number 23, Destiny Jones. Livy Mullins goes over to the left wing to Sarah Dotson, being guarded by number 3. That's Benton. Up to the top here to Savetnik. Savetnik being guarded by Taylor. Right-hand side as Livy Mullins has the ball, dribbles into the foul line. Defense is picked up here by the Martinsville. Lady Warriors doing a good job being patient here, running through some clock. 2:20 and counting. Brittany Mullins has the ball. She finds Savetnik at the top of the key. He goes back to Livy Mullins. He goes back to Hannah Carter, and as Hannah Carter drives in, the ball gets knocked away by Taylor, and Martinsville comes back down the other way as Taylor gives it to Gravely. Gravely over the left-hand side to Benton. We got a timeout called by Martinsville.
Yeah, I believe on the last possession, the Lady Warriors fans wanted a foul called on Brittany Mullins, and the Lady Bulldogs fans thought she walked. The referees chose to call it neither. The Lady Bulldogs got the steal and the turnover. They come back the other way, and they'll take a timeout here with about 2:03 remaining with the Lady Warriors up 20. Again, looking ahead to Tuesday night, as you've mentioned, a rematch with Virginia High upcoming for the Lady Warriors. You go back to last Saturday night when the Lady Warriors and Virginia High met. Lady Warriors came out away victorious with a 56-43 win. In that win, claiming the Region D championship title for our Lady Warriors.
Might I add, Chris, that game was closer than that score appears, too. It was back and forth most of the game. The Lady Warriors hit some foul shots late to kind of pull away. But that was back and forth. That was a hotly contested basketball contest. So I look forward to a pretty good game there Tuesday night.
That'll be exciting. You know, again, fans who come here, that game will probably play at the Convocation Center. If you can't make that game, we hope that you can listen to us here on Sturgill Sports Media. Again, looking for a sponsor for that game. We hope to be able to bring that game to you Tuesday night. You know what time that game starts?
I do not.
My guess is there may be another game perhaps that night.
Yeah, there'll be some other games going on that night as well. So that will be TBA. Once we hear that, we'll get that out on a link somewhere for you or tweet it out, let you know what time the game will be. As the Gravely there for the Bulldogs shoots a 3, shots up, no good. And we got a quick foul there on Benton against Martinsville. 1:49 to go as Brooke Porter's going to go to the line and shoot double bonus.
Could we see a Graham-Gate City rematch
Very
Tuesday night?
Potentially, if Graham wins tonight, we will see a Gate City-Graham matchup. That I am unsure if that will be here. I guess if Graham wants to bring that back down here, they will. They sold the place out last time. I would imagine they'll want to do that again.
I would imagine. I know they're playing here today. They did beat Gate City here last Saturday night. I don't know how many people, especially in Southwest Virginia, expected that. A lot of us have some experience with Gate City. I think they went in as the favorite. Graham kind of took it to them right there.
Yeah, they did. Both foul shots from Porter up and good, 50-28. Now the score, 140 and counting. Fourth quarter action here. Gravely has the ball, goes to the foul line there. It's number 44 again. That's Taylor. And we got a foul called on Gracie Mullins as Taylor drives to the basket.
Yeah, it's just a little reach-in foul. Probably one of those fouls Coach Dawson wouldn't like to see here. Again, under 2 minutes to go. Lady Warriors leading by 22. At this point, you'd like to just see some clean basketball. Obviously, no injuries, no fouls from the Lady Warriors. Let's see if we can't just kill off this last 1 minute and 41 seconds and take home this victory and start preparing for Tuesday night's action.
As Taylor goes to the line to shoot the first of a 1-and-1. It's up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Gracie Mullins. And back the other way come the Warriors, 130 and counting. Gracie Mullins dribbles to the left side over there. She's guarded by Benton. And we got a quick foul there by Benton.
Yeah, Benton got a little too aggressive there on the drive. I believe Lady Warriors again just sort of spreading the floor out, looking to kill some clock at this point. Benton got a little too aggressive. Seeing Gracie Mullins to the line, who I predict will make both free throws.
First shot from Gracie up and no good.
That's my fault.
It's your fault.
It's Brooke. I gotta say Brooke's gonna make the free throws. Gracie doesn't need my support. I messed her up. That's on me, guys.
Second shot ready to come here from Gracie Mullins. 1:32 to play. Your Warriors are up 50-28. Second shot is up and good from Gracie. 51-28 now to score. As Gravely has the ball for the Bulldogs back across the timeline, 120 and counting to go. Benton shoots the 3 from the left wing. Shots up and good. As that makes the score 31-51. As Martinsville takes a quick timeout.
Nice little three-point shot right there by Benton. And she's just a sophomore. Coach looking to get her a little more experience out here. Got the shot on the wing. Good follow through, knocked down nothing but net. I believe Coach Dotson getting ready to send in some substitutions early.
Yeah, speaking of experience for the younger players, looks like Coach Dotson just cleared his bench as well. So you got the 3 or 4, maybe 5 freshmen that he has over there on his bench that came up from the JV squad. They're going to be able to get the tournament time to play in here. Looks like I see them up. They're getting some instructions for him. He expects, I'm sure, to be there. This is the same situation with those girls as well in the next coming years. So he wants to go ahead and get them in there and get them some experience playing on this big stage.
Absolutely. You never know when they're going to need to be the leaders of the team. So Coach Dodson's sticking in these young JV girls up from the JV team. Again, the Lady Warriors JV team were JV champions this year, knocking off the Lady Wolfpack of Bridgeview in the championship game by 1. We have Hannah McCamus out there, Gracie Thompson,
Hannah Large,
and Gabby Hall.
And Haley Mullins in there with him as the senior leader to kind of help direct the traffic in there.
Martinsville's going to press them, too.
She has the ball. She's headed back down the other way. We got a foul there by Gravely of Martinsville. Haley Mullins going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, Martinsville still has most of their starters out there on the court. I believe they got a few subs. Coach Dodson with all reserves in the game at this point. Again, getting that valuable experience. There's something to be said for getting out here and playing on this court. Again, the lights are brighter here at the Convocation Center. The arena's a lot larger than it is back at Central High School. Get out here, get whatever time you can, gain whatever experience you can. Get some of them butterflies out of the way now as freshmen. So when you have to step up as sophomores, juniors, and seniors, you already have that experience to know what it's like.
As Haley Mullins knocks in both her foul shots, that makes the score 53-31. With 1:15 and counting here, ball to the right wing to Minton. She shoots a 17-foot jump shot. Shots up, no good. Rebound back down to Minton. Nice shot following the shot. She gets her next attempt blocked. Gravely now has the ball at the left wing for a 3. Shots up and good for Gravely. 34-53 and minutes to go. As Haley Mullins has the ball, she's still being guarded here by Gravely. She dribbles down to the side. She crosses the timeline. She's still doing a good job. They're dribbling up the clock. Finds Thompson there at the top. It's number 15, Grace Thompson. She's guarded there. Ball knocked away. She gets her own ball. Gets the ball back to Haley with 40 seconds and counting. Gets the screen there from Large. She dribbles in to the left side. Pass up to Gabby Hall. Can't handle it. Quickly comes number 10, Savacia Boyd, down the other way. Nice hustle there by Hannah Large by not allowing her to have an easy layup.
Nice seeing the Lady Warriors bench cheering these girls on, too. Haley knocked down those last 2 free throws. Haley's been sidelined a lot with the injury. Her teammates really proud and supportive of her getting back to some action tonight, getting an opportunity to knock down a few free throws and helping the team out. Again, showing that team effort that Coach Dodson is getting out of this group of girls. Again, not one true superstar leading, top scorer on this team, just a very good, strong, collective team effort. And the girls on the bench cheering on the girls that are in the game now.
First shot there from Savacia Boyd's up, no good. Second one getting ready to come underway. She steps to the line there and receives the basketball from the official. We get the second shot coming. It is up, and it's no good off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Thompson there of the Warriors. She finds Mullins, 30 seconds and counting. And Haley Mullins across the timeline, picked up by Gravely. As she dribbles to the right-hand side, finds Thompson, who dribbles into the foul line, dribbles back out. She's picked up by Benton. Nice job here by the Lady Warriors, getting some experience in, handling the basketball. Gets some pretty good pressure here from Martinsville.
Yeah, good job here, just taking care of the basketball. The Lady Warriors look to be pretty content to just kill the clock, running the little dribble drive weave, passing it around the perimeter. Martinsville still playing hard all the way here to the final 14 seconds. They're not just going to give up, even though the game's pretty much out of hand at this point. They're going to play hard all the way through the final buzzer.
Haley Mullins now has the basketball just across the timeline. 9-8 seconds to go here. 7 and 6 now, down to 5 as the Warrior fans are on their feet. Cheering in as Haley Mullins goes to Thompson. 2 seconds, 1 second. The buzzer goes off. Your Lady Warriors will become victorious and come away with the win here in the quarterfinal matchup against the Martinsville Bulldogs. The score is 53-34 in favor of your Lady Warriors. We will be right back here in just a second. Hopefully have some after-game interviews with one of the coaches and maybe a couple of the girls as well. The Lady Warriors will be taking on the Virginia High Bearcats in a rematch in state semifinals on Tuesday night. We don't have a time for that yet, but that will be Tuesday night. That will be here at the Pryor Center. Tune in if you will. Hopefully we'll have a sponsor for that. If you want to become a sponsor, go to Service Sports Media at evanssturgillphotography.com and give us an email, and we'll become a game sponsor for the semifinal night. We'll be back here in just a minute with some after post-game interviews as well as some stats. Don't leave yet. Hang around. You're listening to the Service Sports Media broadcast. All right, we're back here as the Lady Eastside Spartans are warming up, getting ready to take on Galax in their quarterfinal game. Chris Wilson here once again with the stats and round up here the game here that we just finished.
Again, your Lady Warriors came out victorious tonight with the final score of 53-34. Lady Warriors outscored the Martinsville Lady Bulldogs in each quarter. After one, the Lady Warriors led 17-11. In the second quarter, Central outscored the Martinsville Lady Bulldogs 9-7 for a 26-18 lead. In the second half, it was all Lady Warriors. Lady Warriors scored 27 points in the second half to the Lady Bulldogs 16 for your final score of 53-34. For your Lady Warriors, we were led tonight by Dee Savetnik with 17 points. Savetnik also chipped in 15 rebounds for yet another double-double for Savetnik here in the postseason. He had 17 points and 15 rebounds for Dee Savetnik. Next in line for Lady Warriors was Brooke Porter. Brooke Porter chipped in 10, 6 of which came from the free throw line. She shot 6 for 10 from the free throw line. She also chipped in 2 points and a steal. Next for the Lady Warriors was Hannah Carter with 5 points, 4 rebounds. She chipped in 3 assists. Brittany Mullins chipped in 5. Gracie Mullins had 8 points and 7 rebounds. So good night for Gracie, 8.7 rebounds. Also rounding out the scoring was Olivia Mullins with 3. Haley Mullins chipped in 2. And Sarah Dodson hit a 3 in the first half for 3. Yet Dee Savetnik leading the way with 17 points and Brooke Porter with 10. For the Bulldogs of Martinsville, LaTroya Gravely led all scorers with 12 playing from the point guard. She also chipped in 4 points and 2 assists. Next in line was Taylor Brown with 7 points. Destiny Jones had 6. Jenadiah Taylor with 6. And Jaya Benton chipped in a 3-pointer there late in the fourth quarter for 3. Again, LaTroya Gravely led the Lady Bulldogs with 12. Lady Warriors were able to keep Ariana Philpott off the scoreboard. The big, tall post player for the Lady Bulldogs went scoreless tonight, but she did grab 16 rebounds for the Lady Bulldogs to lead all rebounders, topping Dee Savetnik by 1. Again, Philpott with 16 rebounds, Dee Savetnik pulling down 15. Again, the final score today, Lady Warriors come out here victorious 53-34 and will advance to Tuesday night's game against Virginia High.
We are waiting on a couple of the players and a couple of the coaches maybe as well for some post-game interviews. Hanging around for that as well as we're waiting just a few minutes left here. Trying to get those guys out here. They got a lot of media to talk to. We're not high on the totem pole, which is completely understandable. We know that. So we're just going to wait around for a few more minutes and hopefully they'll come out here. So make sure you don't leave just yet. Again, you're listening to the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast. We thankful for all our sponsors, ITS, Shade Tree Landscaping, Dale's Heating and Air, Evan Sturgill Photography, Cavalier Pharmacy, Todd Nair Studio, Genesis Salon, Courtney Van Huss, your Louis Road Consultant, Innovative Graphics, Morgan McClure, Chevrolet Jewish Cadillac in Toby, Virginia, Pound IGA, Ingram Consulting Group, Home Changes, Powell Valley National Bank, Morgan McClure Ford, that course in St. Paul, Rainbow Gymnastics, Chelsea Industrial Supply, and Robo's Drive-In. I'd like to thank once again all of our sponsors. If I see a couple of the Lady Warriors headed our direction, I see Haley Mullins, Sarah Dotson, and Gracie Mullins as well. Chris, I'm going to throw you a curveball here. I'm going to let you ask these ladies some post-game questions.
I don't know. I think I can handle that. I'm still shocked you said we're not very high up on the totem pole. I'm trying to figure out where you got that from. I kind of felt like I'm pretty high up. I thought we were the main guys here tonight. Again, we've got a lot of people still listening to us back at home who probably think otherwise and would like to thank us personally if they could. Again, you're always free to message us on Twitter or however if you want to get in touch with us. And we're being joined here tonight by a trio of Lady Warriors. First I have is Gracie Mullins. Again, good night tonight, Gracie. You came out early, shooting some threes, knocking down a three-pointer pretty early. What do you have to say about tonight's game?
It was a really big win for us. We're in the Final Four now, and we just have to keep playing really hard.
Absolutely. Final Four for what, the second, third, fourth straight year? Yes. So fourth straight year into the Final Four. I think you got Virginia High coming up on Tuesday night. How do you feel about Tuesday night?
We just have to prepare prepare Monday and practice really hard and come prepared.
Yep. So Coach Dodson had you guys ready. Thank you, Gracie. Congratulations on the win. We'll bring in whoever's next here. Looks like Haley Mullins is stepping in. Haley, we mentioned on the broadcast tonight about how we were pretty excited to see you back out there. I'm sure you were pretty excited to be back out there yourself.
Yeah, it was just great to be able to play with my team more than I thought I was going to get to this year.
Yeah, you've been sidelined, I guess, with some injuries here lately. To be able to step back out there here in the state championship or in the state quarterfinals in the action tonight, I'm sure it just felt good to be back out there.
It did. I just love playing with my team. They're so supportive, and I think we're going to bring it back.
Absolutely. I agree with you. That's one of the things I said about you guys on air is you guys seem to be a very supportive team. You support one another, regardless of if you're hurt, if you're on the floor, if you're on the bench, you're very supportive of each other. Well, we wish you the best of luck come Tuesday night, and hopefully we'll bring home another Warriors win.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's Haley Mullins. We've now got stepping in here Sarah Dodson. Sarah, early there in the first half, you came in, looked like the Lady Warriors were looking to shoot some threes. You knocked down a big three there in the first half. What do you have to say about that shot?
I'm just really glad I made it because I've missed a lot of threes and not been able to shoot them in the past few games, and I felt like it was sort of a game changer. Like we took control of the game with that three.
Yeah, it looked like we were looking to shoot some threes. I'm sure when you miss those threes, Coach doesn't get too mad at you, does he?
Not too mad, but he's always like, I need you to make it.
Coach pulls you aside a little bit and says, hey, we need you to make one or two threes. And there's no pressure coming from Coach Dad, right?
No, of course not.
No pressure. Well, again, Final Four for the fourth straight year. Is that correct? Third straight year.
We didn't make it my sophomore year.
Your sophomore year, so this is the second year.
Yeah.
The second straight year. So again, looking for back-to-back state championships games.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Got to get through Virginia High come Tuesday night. I'm sure you guys will prepare hard on Monday for that one.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
So we look forward to that. Again, we wish you the best of luck, Sarah.
Right.
Practice hard on Monday, and we'll see you guys again Tuesday night.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'd like to thank the Lady Warriors for coming in for that post-game interview. Again, that was Sarah Dodson. Looks like we got a coach that snuck in here behind me. We got Mr. Josh Mabe, guy I like to say, the guy who can control the lights at Central High School. He knows how to, he can turn out the lights, he can shoot out the lights. He is a man of the lights. So Coach Mabe, good win tonight by the Lady Warriors, came out and kind of got the lead early on and stretched that out late. What can you say about the win tonight?
Well, it was a good, hard-fought win. The girls never quit, and they try to execute our game plan the best they could. So that's really all you can ever ask for is just give their best effort, and that's what we did tonight.
Yeah, we mentioned that during the game about how those girls looked to really come together and played well as a team. Looked like early on when they went in zone, we were looking to shoot some threes, knock down a few big threes early on. Was that the game plan?
It sure was. We knew if we could not necessarily knock them down, but if we could just shoot them, stretch them out a little further, then we could open it up inside for Dee and Callie and Hannah, and hopefully knock down some layups and execute the best we could.
Yes, in fact, they got some early rebounds there, some early putbacks, and then late in the fourth quarter, even in the second half, looked like when Martinsville switched to the man-to-man, we sort of spread the floor out and had a little bit easier time getting to the basket.
Right. With their length, we knew they couldn't pack it in on us. And if they did, we would be hurting, so we had to stretch them out any way we could.
Well, the game plan executed pretty well. We advanced on the Tuesday night, Coach. We wish you guys the best of luck. Have a good practice on Monday, and good luck Tuesday night against Virginia High.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Mabe. Again, the man who controls the lights during the girls' games at Central High School. And that is a very tough job for anyone who's ever had to do that at Central High School. Turning those lights off for that pre-game introduction is not as easy as it sounds. The engineers of those light switches made it a little difficult, and when you've got all those fans in the stands excited for those lights to go off, turning those lights off can be pressure. Coach Mabe does a good job at that, and he also does a good job helping Coach Dodson on the bench. I'm joined back with Lance. Lance, you got any final words for tonight's game?
Here before we finish up, tune in again. Hopefully again Tuesday night. We need a sponsor for that game. Go ahead and email Circle Sports Media at evanscirclephotography.com. Go ahead and follow the Twitter feed at Circle Sports Media. Find us on Facebook as well, or on Instagram, whatever the social media is of your choice. Go ahead and find Circle Sports Media or the Warrior Nation blog on those for all the updates, in-game updates, current updates on scheduling and times of games as well. so you can kind of keep up and tune in here with the Lady Warriors as they can progress on, and then all the other sports as well. It's got springtime coming up, got a bunch of stuff going on beginning in the fall. Make sure you're following each one of those sites that you can kind of see exactly what's going on. We'll be hopefully again be back Tuesday night if we can get a sponsor for that. So make sure you're tuning in. For one more time, I am Lance Compton. You have also been graced by the Coach Wilson 17. That is at Coach Wilson, capital C, capital W 17. Make sure you give him a follow on the Twitter feed as well. I'm Lance Compton. This has been the Sturgill Sports Media broadcast of the Warrior Nation blog. And guys, we're just here to tell you good night.